Larry, Fort Worth Memories Museum and Groups, and YouTube at Fort Worth Memories. Let me see here. Well, it's cold and raining. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let me turn the sound off. Well, I guess that game surprised everybody. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute, I didn't. Dang it. I didn't write down the stuff. Now I gotta erase it again. Monday morning, bear with me. Okay, so today is Monday, February the 10th. And we're going to share it to the internet, to memories, to live videos, and tell everybody good morning. Yeah, so it's kind of cool and misty rain, or it's not rain, it's misty, whatever that is. Okay, so Bill's in, James is in, Brittany, and me. So I still thought that was it wasn't one of the best Super Bowls you ever saw, because Kansas City just couldn't get on track. But there at the end, he showed you how quickly he can strike. He put together 20 points in about, 5 or 6 minutes, 7 minutes. If they would have started that sense of urgency in the third quarter, at the start of the third quarter, it might have been a different story. But you got to give the defense of the Eagles, they played outstanding. They covered his receivers. I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs are a machine, and they disrupted that machine. So I don't put it as Kansas City had an off day. I put it as Philadelphia played a hell of a ball game. They won that game. You can't take nothing away from them. Okay, Stock Show Rodeo's gone. Today is the last day of the half off sale. Trying to generate some funds. Ginger's in. Good morning. So anyway, it was a good game. I liked it. I turned it off early, but I stayed up and watched it. It was but Philadelphia played a heck of a ball game. I don't know what Jerry's going to do over here at Dallas, but Philadelphia is in our NFC East, and he's got to play them twice, and Washington twice. Dallas, if they continue the way they are, in my opinion, they'll lose all 4 of those games very easily. Okay, the halftime deal. Maybe my kids and grandkids think that's something. I don't know. I haven't had any of them. But I went on the internet, on Facebook, not on our group, they're the private group, but on the whole deal. And if you'll go on there and look, and I don't know how to say this without, I'm not trying to classify anybody, but people that I know are not for this current administration, every one of them loved it. Loved that show. To me, it was the most horrible thing I'd ever seen in my life. But that's okay. If everybody likes it, I read some messages that people, younger people, they like it. I guess that's the new music, so I guess we can compare it to rock and roll coming in, and our parents, you remember that? Or some of you don't remember it, but hell, there was radio stations breaking those 45s of Elvis. They were breaking them. No more rock and roll. Get your parents to tell you about it. Brittany says there's a beef between two rappers. That's what it's all about. He was not even paid. I don't know. I don't want to know any rappers. I don't want to listen to any rappers. It's just that's not my choice of music. But like I say, when Elvis and the rockers came on the scene, there was radio stations that banned them. Break the 45s. In fact, one of the biggest, Elvis said this. I asked him, I told y'all, I met him twice, both times with Big John Hall, who is the Jordanaires, out at Mission Field. Elvis had that DC-3 tricked out the Lisa Marie. When it needed work, they brought it here. And I asked Elvis how the Ed Sullivan's telling the world, hey, this is a good guy. Y'all don't need to. And he said, oh, no, it's huge. Because they were, up until that point, he was gyrating his hips, and there was ministers, churches. I mean, it was the worst thing that ever hit to some people. And Ed Sullivan, when he introduced him on his Ed Sullivan show, he said this is a very respectful young man. And he also, I think he did say, we are not going to film it from the waist down. It's going to be filmed from the waist up. And because they'd gotten a lot of backlash from their sponsors. So anyway, in any event, it's over. People that don't like that style of music, I never did understand what the message was. Those people that have their faces covered, to me, relates to people in the Middle East that I don't know what the message was. I looked at that Samuel L. Jackson. I thought to myself, surely this is not him. It was. So I said then immediately, well, I can understand it then. Yeah, you could understand what Elvis is singing, but like I say, it's generational. Just because you or I or everybody on here or none of us on here don't like that type of music, that's our privilege. We don't have to like it. And for the people that like it, that's their privilege. They can like it. So enough said about that. We don't need to be making no post on this group bashing that halftime show, because they'll be cut off. There's one of the rules is no argumentative post. And if there's a post that could be more argumentative, I don't know what it would be. But here again, the country's divided in half. I looked on the main internet feed, and a bunch of people love it. Oh, it's great. I can't stand it. Yada, yada, yada. And then people my age, they weren't as kind. So, your apologies for what? What are you apologizing for, Ginger? Nobody needs to apologize. We'll just chalk it up as another Super Bowl halftime down the tube. Really, in reality, I haven't enjoyed the last several Super Bowls halftimes. I think they have to cater. The NFL is so massive and has so much money, they have to worry about being sued. And so Oh, did you make a post about it on Memories? If you did, go back and take it down. I'll take it down because I'm not going to allow any post about the halftime show. But I don't see it. So I think they get bullied into I don't see any posts that you made. I think they get bullied into having to do certain things. We ran into this when we had the people that were kneeling. Some people thought that was very distasteful. I get it that you have to somehow get attention to what you're talking about. And minority races, there's no question, have been treated horribly in the United States. There's no question. And so one way to strike back is to do something audacious enough to get the public's attention as to what's going on. I don't think that particularly worked there either. But anyway, it is what it is. Okay, so Fort Worth Memories has 3 new posts. There's 1, there's 2, and Kips. Okay, so on to bigger and better things. Philadelphia deserves all the credit. They played a great game. That quarterback, he doesn't get out there and showboat or anything. He just does his job. So I had a teacher contact me over the weekend. And I had actually thought about doing this many years ago, but I really didn't. She said, since y'all have got such a huge group and people that know people, and could we, in chronological order, minute by minute, from the time the president's plane touched down at Carswell till the time he departed Carswell. So you're only talking about, he came in on the night before, so he came in on Thursday night in the evening, and then he left Friday morning. I think we can do that. I'm going to have to figure out where we start making those posts, and they need to be, of course you can't make them all verifiable, but we don't need somebody just on there putting crap on there. But there should be still enough people that are alive that lived through that. But yeah, we can do that. It'll take me a few days, maybe a week to figure it out. I'll have to get with Scott and see how he thinks the best way to do it, but that'll give you all something to do. I'm sure there's information out there that gives minute by minute. We just have to look for it. Okay, so let's do our sponsors, and we're going to start down here with A-Bird. Wait a minute. We're going to start down here at, come on, Yellow Snake Horses, Brazos River Ranch. She is a new sponsor on our group. It's really kind of a pretty neat deal if you used to ride horses when you were younger, or you had the inkling to want to ride horses. That's a real relaxing situation. She and I talked over the weekend, and she explained the history of how she inherited that property, and her father, his nickname, he was a guide in Arizona, and his nickname that stuck was Yellow Snake. So she acquired his horses, and her aunt, that property has been, there's 150 acres, I think, on the Brazos. It's an hour's drive from here. So that property's been in her family for over 100 years. Anyway, I think it's a neat deal. And the little bit that I've posted about it so far, a lot of y'all said, hey, I might try that. A-Bird AC and Heating. That is Dub Peacock's company, so if you need anything to do with heat or air, that's the folks to do it. Eric Walsh. Scott, thank you. He updated the YouTube account and the Facebook account over the weekend. So all of our sponsors should now be visible. Eric Walsh is in the real estate business. He's also on the board of directors of my bike giveaway, Larry's Kids. So if you've got any real estate issues or needs, call Eric Walsh. Burt Ladner Real Estate. Wes Williams is associated with that realtor company. And Wes and his wife Sarah have been so gracious to help so many different causes, from the hurricanes down on the coast to our giveaway. Super people, two of my favorite people. And Wes is also on the board at Larry's Kids. And I think he's had a bout of the flu. I saw a post he made, so let's keep Wes in our prayers. Colburn's Catering. Steve Colburn just finished up with a real busy 2 to 3 weeks, whatever it was, for the stock show. But if you've got an event or a party, something you need catered, Colburn's Catering, Steve Colburn is the man to call. Dickey Carr Sand and Gravel is owned by Pat and Richard Carr. They are both very active in the community and the church, always ready to help out folks that need some help. Now this is Richard Carr's nephew, Dickey Carr, and he has a company called Grateful for Your Trees. So you can imagine, everything to do with trees, he does it. Express Dent. Dick Regester started that company. Dick now lives in Florida. He's still partners with Eric. Eric is the operating partner. So they're on White Settlement Road. If you got door dings, hail damage, anything like that, take it over there and Eric can fix it. Tell them Larry sent you. Fort Worth Lumber, they've been involved with our bicycle giveaway and being a sponsor forever. So they're on 35, or South Freeway is what I still call it. If you need building materials, building plans, anything, they can take care of it for you. Cross Electric, Brandon Cross. Here's another family-owned business. If you need an electrician, Brandon Cross is the company to call, Cross Electric. Jenny Stewart is our State Farm insurance lady. Insurance, I just looked at my bank account this morning. My insurance on some of the vehicles came out overnight. It's ridiculous. I should have stopped the insurance on that truck, but I didn't. I forgot to. But I'm driving another truck, so you got to keep insurance. Old South Pancake House, Rex Benson. I want to hear from Rex how the big party went over at Rex's Bar and Grill last night for the Super Bowl. I'm sure it went great. But Old South Pancake House is next door to Rex's Bar and Grill. It's been in the Benson family since 1962. There's also, that one's open 24/7. The one in Burleson, Old South, closes at 9 or 10 at night, whatever. Come on. Optimist Club of Fort Worth, Jeff Norman is the guy that heads that up currently. They do a lot of great stuff for youth in our community, but they're worldwide. And so there's different branches. There's one in Fort Worth. I'm sure there's one in Dallas, one in Irving. They're all over the place. They also give us a Christmas tree at Christmas every year. Passport Getaways. If you want to take a cruise or a trip or fly across country, fly to Vegas, they can do a junket, whatever. Passport Getaways. Let them do the legwork. Then all you got to do is provide the money. Charlie Guerin's Railhead Barbecue. Charlie is on my board of directors at Larry's Kids. He's our state rep. Great barbecue place. Charlie's a great guy. Real active in Larry's Kids giveaway. Rains Plumbing. It's raining pretty good out there now. I can hear it. Rains Plumbing is another family-owned business. We're big on family-owned businesses. Railhead Barbecue is family-owned. So if you've got any issues with plumbing, water heaters, leaks, whatever, they do it all. Rains Plumbing. Jerry Schwartz and his partner Hanson, they are our architect sponsors. They also give every year to the bicycle giveaway, and they're always a sponsor. Rex's Bar and Grill, that's in the old Macaroni Grill on University, same parking lot as Old South Pancake House. And they just had a big blowout over there yesterday watching the Super Bowl. I bet you there was a lot of Kansas City folks that were upset. Somebody just posted a picture of Trump on the field at the Super Bowl. I saw one photo of him. I thought he was in the stands, but it was in a box. Okay, hold on here. Hold on. I'm trying to see what somebody is... Oh, okay. Alright, so Rex's Bar and Grill, you can go over there and eat lunch, have an adult beverage, take your gal friend out. Medicare and Medicaid. Casey Krall and his team are very, very knowledgeable about Medicare and Medicaid, but you got to make the move. You got to call them. Call them, and then that's all you got to do. Make that first phone call, and they'll do the rest from there. Stroud Auto Supply, Danny Stroud and his wife, another local-owned business. They're in the auto supply business out in Haltom City, Riverside area. I used to buy parts there from his dad when I was a kid. Small world. Phelps Family Auto Care, they're in the Burleson area. Another family-owned business. Hold on. If y'all are on the live feed, just tell Sylvia and okay, well, I'll handle it in a minute. Tom is in, Monty's in, Bill is in, Michael is in. Phelps Family Auto Care Center. They are a family-owned business. A lot of people in that Burleson area think a whole lot of good stuff about Mike Phelps and his family. Mike's father just had a medical issue, so we've still got him in our prayers. G2 Garage, White Settlement area. Chris and his team over there, they're ready, willing, and able to fix your car or whatever's wrong with it. All you got to do is call him or take it in. And if it's a $300 job, he's going to knock off $25 with that coupon. Lance Sanders, Alpha Design and Building and Build. Yeah, I'm going to handle it. Lance and his team can remodel your room or your house or add a second story. They do commercial work. They do it all. Fort Worth Flowers Florist. If you haven't already sent your honey Valentine's, today's the 10th, 4 more days and it's here. So call Fort Worth Florist and let them take care of your deal. Then you don't have to worry about nothing. Just give them your credit card number. Clay Winstead's Winstead Paint and Body. I've been doing business with the Winsteads 40 years. They give every year to the bike giveaway. Every year they're sponsors. They do great things over there. Scott Sumner is our IT guru. He can build you a website, any kind of your technical issues, any of that stuff. He's helped a lot of y'all. All you got to do is text him or go to that website, leave him a message, and he'll call you. Let's see, Greater Fort Worth. We're going to get cold again this week, so there's our favorite one. Bring us inside and keep us warm. Okay, I got an issue with one of my places, so I will call y'all or go back online here. What is it? It's going on 8. Don't forget, it's the last day on that half price sale on details, and we need the help. If you can see your way clear, there's no expiration. You buy one now or two, or give them away as gifts, and use it whenever.